a national champion. Personally, he's felt the confetti before. He's doing it for Miami. Takes a shot.
All right, Josh, do something stupid.
Bop, diddly beep boop
All
bop.
right, you're just getting the starting of you speaking. That's it. Hello everybody. Welcome to the second episode of the Season's Over podcast, where three dumbasses with no qualifications talk about stuff that they like. Introduce yourselves, and this week truly give them something to know about you. Give them a fun fact.
Hi, I'm Josh. I'm back. Fuck. Can we start over?
No. Okay.
I'll cut in that out.
Yeah, sure, pal.
Hi, I'm Josh. And, well, the Jets suck still.
That's not a fun fact about you.
And they still suck. And it makes me sad. Fun fact.
What do you do for a living, Josh?
I build things.
What do you build?
Semiconductor units.
And what are those used for? Because I don't even know what those are.
I have no idea.
All right, well, on to our friend here.
We're not putting that in there.
Well, I'm putting all of these in. These all are going in. I want you to know there's not a single thing that you said today that's getting cut out.
My name is Mark. I work at a warehouse driving a forklift, and I hate Nick with all of my heart.
Oh, all right. I'm Nick, and I'm a graphic design student. I'm not going to say where, but I am one.
He goes to a college up. No, I'm just kidding.
I have the editing power here, so
authority.
So we got a couple topics to talk about this week, including some very interesting ones about football, about basketball. I don't think there's any baseball this week, but
we got baseball. We got breaking news in baseball.
Oh, we did.
Roberts
I'll let you cover
got traded to the Mets for Luis Angel Acuna and a prospect.
See, I've been looking into more baseball stuff recently, and I've heard a lot of things about. Sorry, my mic bugged out. I heard a lot of things about the Dodgers ruining baseball. I don't know what that's about.
So they picked up Kyle Tucker by giving him a lot of money. If you ask me, it's not the Dodgers ruining baseball. It's the teams that aren't willing to spend money that ruin baseball.
Oh, okay. That's your hot take in the video. We're already a couple minutes
Cody
in.
Bellinger re-signed with the Yankees.
That is true.
That was awesome for I think $162.5 million or something like that for 5 years.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, that was.
The Mets also picked up Bo Bichette.
The least paid baseball contract, $162 million.
Hey man, Bo Bichette got 127.
Oh, that's low. New low.
Yeah, I heard a lot of stuff on TikTok about the Dodgers literally making a super team, and
that's because the cap in baseball is so much different.
It's just non-existent.
Big market teams have a huge advantage, while tiny little markets.
You would think the Mets would be a good fucking team, then.
That's not entirely true.
How are the Mets shitty?
We've seen smaller market teams come out big recently. You know, Arizona's made the World Series.
Padres,
Texas Rangers, while they're a decent sized market.
Texas is a big market. I would Padres.
Padres.
I don't know if
market.
Toronto,
San Diego. That's a big.
Was it because it wasn't in the NFL?
That's different. And
okay, I don't know. I guess it's different.
And I mean the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays are Toronto can't.
While they are bigger markets, these guys aren't the biggest spenders. That's the point I'm getting at.
Oh, true. I mean, Milwaukee Brewers that's not a big market, right?
No,
they've been doing pretty good.
It's a solid market.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they also haven't made a World Series in a while.
True.
Yeah,
I mean,
they've made playoff
Ever.
runs. They just
Seattle
haven't.
was like one of the better teams this year, and they didn't make the World Series, and they never made it. But yeah, anyways, moving on from that's our weekly baseball talk. Not a lot going on off season right now, but a lot going on in football, and I do want to touch on the head coaching first because it's gotten very interesting. First big story out of the head coaching carousel that I've been interested to talk about: Sean McDermott fired from the Bills coaching staff, and the GM got promoted the day after,
Yeah,
or 2 days after, or
Ooh.
a lot
that
of things
is
I've heard.
crazy.
There was a lot of like behind the scenes conflict with
I
McDermott.
I guess so. I heard something like McDermott said straight up, "This roster is trash," and
Said it was
GM
straight
didn't
up
like
trash.
that and fired his ass.
They-
And
McDermott kind of and you know the coach and team kind of forced the GM's hand on picking Keon Coleman, which apparently the owner's not really fond of because he hasn't been doing much.
he's been
'cause he
bad.
doesn't allow-
Just
That
straight up,
owner
he's been bad.
has been a PR nightmare today.
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
Absolutely.
First of all, I genuinely believe that the GM has been the problem.
I
don't have
agree
the
with
roster. They don't have the roster to compete. So how are they going to get past the second round?
Yeah.
Like,
no, I absolutely agree with
Sean
that.
McDermott's a good coach. And yeah, maybe they should have done a little bit more, but they at least lost a competitive game despite Josh Allen having four turnovers.
It was
5
competitive
turnovers by the
all
Bills.
game, and the coaching wasn't the issue that game at all. I think it was more the turnovers. Josh Allen doesn't have a lot of weapons, obviously, but those 3 turnovers weren't costly, and you took it to the wire with the number 1 seed as the number 6 seed. Like, to me, that's not a coaching problem. That's a couple mistakes. But this team has been a couple mistakes away from a Super Bowl. I don't think a coaching change would change that.
Every year, it's been one little mistake in a playoff game, which ends up in a rule change. So I can't wait to see what happens with this one.
I heard
The rule
the
change
Bills
is
are going to talk about adding a rule
about
change about giving them an extra 7 points when the game starts. I just heard that.
Yeah, maybe even 14.
Oh, yeah, no, maybe.
Depends on how the vote goes. Maybe they'll meet in the middle and say like 10 or 11.
10, 11 points. Bills get a head
because
start.
like
That works.
Not
all right, that's getting cut out. I'm censoring that, and they're gonna think you said something horrible when you really.
Oh,
it's gonna be beeped.
I had to put that one in there. But another big thing that happened in the coaching world, John Harbaugh to the Giants.
You're a fan of that one.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that. Hopefully he's a long-term coach because there's
he should be.
I think 4 or 5 long-term coaches. I think it's Andy Reid, McVay, McDermott was one of them, but he just got cut. Shanahan.
I mean, I think we will see Vrabel, McDonald, Ben Johnson, Dan Campbell all become like long-term guys, but
they should be. They should.
Right now, there's only there's what 5. Matt LaFleur.
I think 5.
Yeah,
4 or 5. 4 or 5.
Matt LaFleur. I'm just trying to think of guys who've been there for
Aaron
like
Rodgers
5
got his
plus
previous
years.
coach fired.
But I think that was the biggest signing. And then
later,
also another one, which is in the works, Mike McDaniels as the OC for the Chargers.
Was that confirmed? I've heard rumors.
It's
extremely expected.
It's extremely expected, and Mike McDaniel says he's super excited to
that team
to
should
be there.
Be good next year.
So maybe we see a huge jump in the Chargers offense because
I would hope so.
In that run game.
I was not a fan
especially
of
in that
Greg
run
Roman.
game.
Yeah, Hampton for sure. I think they'll throw the ball a little bit more because they weren't really throwing as much as I thought they would be with Herbert at the helm.
Also,
this year.
McDaniels is very good at just scheming his receivers open. Kevin Stefanski too on the Falcons.
He also has receivers that are good at getting open. Tyreek Hill was the fastest dude in the league.
True. I mean, he had a lot of help with Waddle,
and then he had A-Chain, who is also fast. He just likes his fast guys. But
True.
like Nick just mentioned while we were speaking, Stefanski to the
True.
Falcons, which
Best move of the
Baker,
offseason.
I don't know about
is
that.
so excited
To
because
beat the Falcons.
Stefanski, quit on him back in Cleveland. So Baker said he's looking
Yeah.
forward to facing them twice a year. So those games are gonna be awesome to watch because we all know how competitive Mr. Mayfield is.
And also, we'll see,
Evan-
what Stefanski could do with a roster that's pretty solid and should be in playoff
Stefanski
contention.
has always had a roster that's pretty solid. At least a really good defense. And, recently the Browns rosters weren't as great as they've been, especially
Which
in
is
the earlier
interesting,
2020s.
isn't Stefanski
But
an offensive mind, too?
I
I'm not sure.
believe. I'm not sure either, but
Yeah.
I know that he is going. I can predict now he is going to win his third Coach of the Year, and it's going to be with the Falcons.
Okay. Next
That's
year,
a
is that your hot prediction?
Crazy.
No, I don't know when, but he will.
Okay.
He will
All
win
right.
a Coach of the
because
Year.
we know it's going to be John Harbaugh when he joins Jaguars.
No.
15-2
No.
and a year one. Come on,
Whatever
we
team
know it's
Sean
gonna happen.
McDermott does,
Nope.
I think
he'll get it.
wherever McDermott goes, they fail.
Well, that brings me back to the Bills. I kind of want to talk about who's better. Who do you put as the coach of the Bills? For me, I think it's an obvious. You upgrade Joe Brady. You promote him
Bring
to
in
head
Brian
coach.
Dable before you go get Joe Brady.
That's what a lot of people also have been saying.
Dable would be nice.
I don't
Josh
think so.
Allen played his best football with Brian Dable. Joe Brady brought out the best in that run game, I will say, but Brian Dable would overall be better for running that offense than having Joe Brady there would also help. But I don't know how Joe Brady would handle not getting that job and having to stay as OC.
Yeah, exactly. I don't see how you don't put Joe Brady. I also heard Belichick his name being in the hat for a Bills head coach. How would you feel about that, Josh?
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It came from
That won't
Adam
happen.
Schefter.
It won't happen. But it won't. Yeah, just because a coach gets in. Anthony Lynn got interviewed for a head coach spot.
Yeah, he did for Steelers, and they actually liked him a lot.
It's not going to happen. Yeah, but he was
it's
not a very good head coach.
Nope.
Mark remembers him, right?
Yeah,
Chargers legend.
I wouldn't say legend in the same sentence as Mr. Lynn, but if Belichick were to go to Buffalo, I think that would make me enjoy watching the AFC East.
You don't know? What?
No, it would make me enjoy watching like AFC East football. Just watching Belichick destroy the Jets.
You don't know.
2 more times a year, and then
hey, bro,
and
didn't
then
have to go there.
watching him beat up Robert Kraft. That would be awesome.
Look, all
By
I'm
the end of
saying
his
is that
career-
Bills job, that Bills and Ravens job are both very attractive. You have 2 MVP quarterbacks on your roster. I mean,
yeah, can't have a better start than that.
exactly. And I think the
Bills'
Ravens
job
have an
is not
all-around
as
good
appetizing
roster.
as. I'm just saying that Bills
I
roster
agree.
is not as appetizing as it's like as it sounds.
Especially with the Patriots being as good as they are into this
Nope,
year.
it has nothing to do with New England. It has everything to do with Buffalo. All they got is a quarterback. They got Kincaid. They
Yeah, they
got,
don't got
one
that
of the
good of
better
a
running backs
roster
in the
either.
league.
While I think the Ravens have a very good roster. So if you're going in with a coach, I think you expect to win immediately with that team. And the Bills, I mean. Also, that Ravens owner seems a hell of a lot better than that Ravens owner.
How about the Dolphins hiring Jeff Hafley?
I don't know. I feel like the Packers defense was solid, but it's a very Dolphins hire, I would say. If that makes sense. It's like the Packers did not have the best defense in the league. It did to start the year, but with injuries it kind of fell down a little bit. But even then, I don't see him as now. I'd have to look at. I don't know. Maybe he's good behind the scenes when it comes to like the leader of men kind of quality. But for me, I don't know. I don't see it working out. it's a very Dolphins hire to me, and I could see them reverting back to the times they had Ryan Tannehill, where they were mid fringe playoff
He is
contender.
not going to be Adam Gase bad.
He's
No
not
chance
that
he's
bad.
Adam
He's
Gase
not
bad.
that bad. Sorry, no,
And
pre
put
Adam
respect on
Gase.
Tannehill's name because Ryan Tannehill got Adam Gase to the playoffs.
Oh, absolutely. Ryan Tannehill's great. Like, we saw what he did.
A&M legend, by the way.
A&M legend. And last one I want to touch on, especially you, Josh, your boy. Robert Saleh is now the coach of the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a week 1 matchup.
And
calling it now. You know where to come back when I say I called it. It is a very good hire. If they can bring in one of those really good OCs that are available, help out the offense.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Look,
I'm excited for Tennessee.
Very good defensive
He was a good head coach on the Jets.
Jets could use a guy like him.
He brings energy to the team.
Jets always make the wrong move when it's great.
It's awesome.
And it's tragic that Robert Saleh was a victim of Aaron Rodgers.
All right. Anyways, Mark, what do you think about the Robert Saleh before we move on to the divisional round?
No, it's a great move for them. I don't know. That division is gonna be tough.
True.
You have Jacksonville, who had a hell of a year this year,
and they're only gonna get better.
You have
Robert
Houston.
Saleh and Liam Cohen got into a fight that one time.
Oh they did.
You have Houston, who made it to the divisional round.
Defense killer.
And then you have Indianapolis, who, we're looking to make a strong run, possibly in the playoffs with Daniel Jones, and then, both of his legs fell apart. So that division is not going to be easy. Yeah. That's going to be one of the harder divisions. So I'm interested to see what plays out next year. Record-wise in that division.
You bring up a good point. This was one of the worst AFC divisions for the past 10 years. And, now it's got some playoff contenders, maybe. Well, I don't know. We'll see. But speaking of playoffs, divisional round was this week. Only 4 games. Last week, 6. Most of them were very good, especially Seattle game. So I think we all got, what was it? 1 correct? Or 1 wrong.
I got
1
3
incorrect.
I got 2 wrong.
Oh, you got 2 wrong? What did you get wrong? Oh, you got Niners and who else? Bears. Okay. I predicted Bills. I got all the other ones right. So when divisional round starts, it's Broncos v. Bills, first game of the week. Josh Allen, uncharacteristically, 4 turnovers, 1 very stupid play to end the half. I mean, that was one of the worst plays I've ever seen.
Threw the ball backwards, gave him 3 points.
It was, my God, but
it was
credit to the Bills, man. They fought back, tied it, overtime. Bo Nix on a broken ankle led a game-winning drive with help from, some laundry. Some evil yellow laundry that Bills fans might not like. We could talk about that. But Broncos advanced to the AFC Championship without their quarterback. But they do. We'll talk about that more with the AFC Championship prediction. But Broncos put together a full game on offense. Impressed me a lot. One of you guys.
Yeah, it was a very good game. Bills should not have even been close in score, with the amount of turnovers and things of that nature. The flags at the end, I think the pass interferences, they were questionable, but I will say it was definitely an interception. Not sorry, Bills fans. It was an interception. The rule is you have to maintain possession throughout the ground. He did not. And it was an interception. Just point blank period. I'm sure
I didn't
with
think it was an
how
interception at first.
the no, it was an interception when they got to the ground and he didn't maintain possession. Especially when the defender has his hands on the ball as well. They're both trying to establish possession of the football. Neither one of them had full possession. And after they did their little tumble roll, Broncos defender ended up with the ball, interception. But I'm sure with how much the Bills fans cry and pout, we will see a rule change in the offseason about that play right there. 100%. On it now. It is going to switch, just like the overtime rules switched because they cried. I'm sure there was another reason that they cried.
There was only the overtime rule, but Saints
No,
fans did it too. Saints fans did it too.
Yeah, but
it's
Saints
not only
fans
Bills
are over
fans.
it. Yeah, Saints fans don't talk about it every day though.
Oh, okay.
Bills fans are going to talk
Do you
about
know
it.
it?
For the next,
have you heard, Josh?
They're going to talk about it.
Yeah, I know, but you're a Drew Brees fan too.
Yeah, but the Bills fans are not going to not talk about that play until the next year playoffs, and then something bad's going to happen to them again where they lose because Bills and playoffs they're just losers.
Oh, they're going to bring back reviewable PIs. I'm calling it.
Yeah, they're gonna complain. It's like Jets fans talking about the Patriots. They're gonna complain that they win too much.
Yeah.
But
look,
yeah,
I think the call
Bo Nix got hurt
either way.
at the end of the game. No, it couldn't have gone the other way.
Look,
it was
from what I saw, it did look like he had it. I would have said that was a catch.
In slow motion, it looks like it was a catch.
Yes, absolutely.
But slow motion doesn't show the full picture.
True.
Because it's frame by frame.
Also, my goat, Joe Burrow, shout out on Twitter. He said that was clearly an interception, and he does this for a living. So I'm going to take his word over mine.
Does interception for a living.
No.
But I thought that game was crazy.
Hold up, Josh. I just want to finish my thought. Bo Nix did get hurt the second to last play of the game.
True.
Fractured his ankle or some bone in his leg. And Stidham country, let's ride.
All right, Stidham.
That game, the Bills should never have been in that game.
True.
Josh Allen was actively selling them. He was, but at least he was more useful than CJ Stroud when he wasn't turning the ball over.
Hey, we're going to talk about that game next.
But 4 turnovers unacceptable. 5 turnovers from the team unacceptable.
It's a shame
like that. It's a shame that Josh Allen was like, "Let me get Sean McDermott fired." Because the Bills go to the Super Bowl if they win that game,
just like Aaron Rodgers.
All right,
look, just like Aaron Rodgers, and I get it. McDermott hasn't had that much playoff success. At least he's been to championship games, unlike Pittsburgh, and very seldom Baltimore getting there.
Sure.
I mean, the league even catered to Josh Allen, giving him the overtime rules, when in my opinion they should have never have changed it. Because,
this
that
has
just
nothing
means
to do
defense
with the
doesn't matter.
Broncos game,
but,
I'm not gonna lie.
I think catering to Josh Allen does have everything to do with the Broncos game.
Okay.
Because it was the Bills and Broncos game.
True.
But at the end of the day, when you turn the ball over that much, no matter who you
Josh
face,
Allen's the only Bills player,
Jets,
by the way. True!
Unless you're the Jets, you're gonna end up winning that game.
Patriots had more picks that playoff game, or not more picks, more turnovers a playoff game than the Jets did all year, by the way. Shout out, Patriots.
I would like to acknowledge that Bo Nix is out. Hope he gets better. And Broncos country, let's ride.
Broncos country,
for one more week. Just for 1 week.
Yeah, I kind of touched on it when I talked about it, so I'll keep my talk very brief. You can't win a game like that with that many turnovers. You just can't. And the fact that they were in it, I thought it was a good coached game by Sean McDermott, all things considered, but the Bills just need a receiver one. And You know,
Keon
Shakir's
Coleman is terrible.
Oh, he's bad, dude. He had a
Yeah.
nasty drop that didn't count, but
I'm looking at the stats right now, so I was kind of curious. One thing that I live by, I will always live by, time of possession, right? You know,
yeah,
if you
that
have
wins you football games.
That wins you football games. The Bills had 40 minutes, about 41 if I round up, to the Broncos 29, and the Bills lost. So to have 12 more minutes of possession and still lose is kind of shocking. They also had 100 more yards than Denver. They also had more third down conversions. They also were better in the red zone, and they still lost. That is all shocking to me.
True.
They also had more penalties. Buffalo did.
It's crazy because James Cook was running wild, and I'm pretty sure the Broncos are the second best run defense in the
And you know
league.
what? Let me talk about the Broncos for a bit here, because I feel like we're not talking about the Broncos enough here. That defense did not. I mean, it forced 5 turnovers, so I'm not going to say it played horrible, but giving up 30 points, still not the best. But I'll give him a pass because, again, you're going up against Josh Allen, one of the best players on the planet. I will say this, though. To me, that game, if I came away from that game with anything, it's Bo Nix is the guy. And I know that's kind of like a no-duh, but me personally, I wasn't really convinced, especially with how the Broncos have played this year, where it's like really close games and their offense barely hangs on, barely keeps up with the other team. But to me, Bo Nix played amazing that game. And, you know, I think the Bills' defense was solid. It wasn't anything crazy. But again, Bo Nix, in his second playoff game, played tremendous for me. And to me, it sucks he's going to miss the AFC Championship, but to me, he proved he's the guy for the Broncos moving forward.
The Bills' pass rush was part of their downfall, though.
It's crazy too because they got I forgot his name, 91 back. I know numbers, not names. But
Ed Oliver,
that's his name. They got him back this week, and you know, I mean, Bo Nix for the first half of for the first drive, I think completed almost every pass, and then didn't complete a bunch because you know the defense was getting to him, and then he started pulling away, and that drive on the broken foot so put the game. So, I mean, we're really highlighting this Bills team, but I think we should be highlighting the Broncos team because I don't think it'll be as easy as everyone thinks it will be for the Patriots to beat them next week. But second game of the weekend was my Seahawks taking on the 49ers. And oh boy, can I have the floor here for a second, boys? I need to talk about something.
Go for it.
Rashid Shaheed is amazing. One of the best free agent pickups this year for sure. Probably all time. Maybe I'm biased. I'm definitely biased, but mid-season at least. He's so electric. There are games we're losing. I'll give you an example. Falcons, we come out flat. We only have a 3-point lead going into halftime against a team with a losing record. Rashid Shaheed opens up with a kickoff return touchdown. We blow them out. Against the Rams, we're losing by 3 scores, I think it was. Rashid Shaheed, punt return touchdown, we're back in the game. He is so electric. First 13 seconds. And may I just say, Texans, I love you, but I don't think you got my Hawks got on defense. And that is a monster D-line. Interior and exterior. With a secondary that is so good at tackling. It is insane. Emanuari is so good at his job. They're so good at forcing turnovers, so good at open field tackling. I was nervous for that game because, you know, Seattle in the past has choked easy playoff games, you know, against the Cowboys. But, you know, shout out Seattle. Sam Darnold did what he needed to do. He doesn't need to do much in that offense. He just needs to play clean football and get the ball to his playmakers, which this week it was Kenneth Walker. But most weeks it's JSN. I mean, beautiful all-around game. I super thrilled to see my team compete for the Super Bowl. That's all I got to say. You guys can have the floor now.
Nick, you mentioned Sam Darnold doing what he needs to. He didn't have a spectacular game. He was
He
12
doesn't
for
need to.
17 and 1 touchdown for 124 yards. The MVP of that game was Kenneth Walker.
Absolutely.
19 carries, 3 touchdowns, 116 yards. They just force fed him, and he did his thing. Usually they give it to Charbonnet on the goal line. I was
He
kind
did
of
get hurt
surprised
that
seeing
game.
Kenneth Walker with being the main guy.
Well,
But
also
hey,
worth a mention here, Charbonnet did get hurt halfway through the game and will be out next week as well.
he did get hurt. Yeah. But yeah, so I think Kenneth Walker was the MVP of that game. But yeah, I mean both quarterbacks, Brock Purdy, 15 for 27, 140 yards, didn't do much. Kittle being out hurt them a lot. They didn't really have a good offensive game at all. Only putting up 6 points in the second quarter.
True.
Looking at the team stats right now, neither team really did too much on offense. 281 to 236 yards. San Fran with 3 turnovers to Seattle 0. That's not gonna help win football games, especially when you're losing by so much. San Fran just played awful. They played super bad. Especially against a divisional opponent. I was very surprised to see it be such a blowout. I thought it would have been a lot closer.
You predicted them to win, Mark. That's what your downfall. Down on the Hawks.
Yeah, I did predict them to win because I thought there was going to be an upset because of it being a divisional opponent, and usually divisional games are close. Like how you'll see the Jets lose to the Patriots by 3. Like that shouldn't happen.
That shouldn't happen at all.
I watched the Jets beat the Patriots in the divisional round. I saw the Jets in the divisional round.
I also watched the Jets lose to the Patriots off of a punt return, but we don't have to bring up bad times for Josh all the time. That's messed up. But yeah, San Fran played terrible. We'll see what they do
on the Jets, dude. Oh my god.
We will see what they do in the offseason to hopefully improve because on paper, they should be a lot better than what they were. They did have a lot of injuries, which is definitely hurt them, especially for playoff football. So yeah, we will see. Josh,
before Josh goes, I just want to say on your point, the team's getting older, and their window is closing. But then again, Kyle Shanahan can coach anybody and make them a good football team. So I don't know. But Josh, what do you got to say about the Hawks game?
The Seahawks dominated a team full of backups, as they should have.
That team full of backups won a playoff game yesterday, though, or not yesterday, last week, though.
Yeah, but a team full of backups, nonetheless. And as they should have dominated them. K9 was killing it, especially with Charbonnet going down. He'll be out for the year. With an injury that will require surgery, by the way.
Oh, dang.
The big story for me is the Niners the ownership of the 49ers is going to be looking into those injury problems. Nope, I mean the 49ers.
No, the ownership, the owners of the 49ers.
The 49ers?
The Seahawks. Yeah. The Seahawks are their owners. We own them.
Oh. No.
Oh, that's my bad.
You get 1 year. You get 1 year.
Yeah. 1 year. Yep. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it, buddy.
No. They're gonna be looking into all those injuries because year in and year out it seems to be costing them. Except how long can that be an excuse, right? I hear they're even looking into that electrical wave theory that's going around.
Is that like a thing they're actually looking into?
Yes.
Okay, for those who don't know, the 49ers practice field is next to, what is it, a power plant?
An electrical plant, yeah.
Electrical plant. And the 49ers every year have a supernatural amount of injuries, and it's gotten to the point
ACLs and Achilles.
Yeah, people are looking at that electrical plant thinking that it has something to do with it. I don't think so. I don't know.
It's a valid thought. Valid thought.
No, apparently it might. It's actually very serious. That might be causing
More stress on
terminology.
joints.
I forgot the terminology that they use, but basically making their like bones or muscles weaker. Being so close to it all the time.
Is that real?
So it's a real thing
I
that they're
believe it.
looking into.
They're going to look into it. I would move the practice field, and it's just the practice field.
And I'm sure,
yeah.
and I'm sure, as the weeks go on, we'll hear more about it. But it does seem very serious.
Well, speaking of very serious,
Brock had no time to throw the ball. Everything that could have went wrong for San Francisco did go wrong for San Francisco. There was no MVP for the Seahawks. It was a team effort, and something really needs to change for San Francisco.
Very true.
And good luck to the Seahawks.
And I hope you're right. But I don't think we'll need the luck. Speaking of luck, Houston had some pretty bad luck, and I wouldn't use the word luck. I just used the word bad. Yeah, I was just trying to find a segue there. CJ Stroud shit the bed. There's no secret about it. Pretty bad. He had 4 picks the first half, and me and Josh, you were arguing. And Mark, you were a part of that combo during the games. If they should have benched CJ Stroud, me and Mark didn't think so.
CJ should have been benched after the second interception. He has been bad for, at that point, it was like 5.5 quarters. He has not been good in the playoffs at all. He should have been benched.
And I think Mark had the same argument as me of, well, I think no matter what, CJ gives you the best opportunity to win. And, credit to CJ, he played okay in the second half. But big win for the Patriots nonetheless. I don't want to just focus on Houston here, even though that's the more kind of pressing matter, I think. Big win for the Patriots. They beat a team that beat itself. I don't think it was very impressive. I don't think this run for the Patriots in the playoffs, offensively at least, has been that impressive. Their defense has impressed the hell out of me in these playoffs. But, seeing all this Drake May, hype this year, deservingly so. He was a phenomenal MVP caliber quarterback this year. It's just, I don't think he's carrying that over as much as I don't think he's carrying it over to the playoffs that much. But, big win for the Patriots. I kind of want to ask you guys this. Where do you go from here if you're the Texans with CJ Stroud?
To answer your question, the CJ Stroud needs to be in a quarterback competition with Davis Mills. I'm going to say it. He's been not very good for 2 years. He's actively getting worse as his team gets better. And I don't care how many assets you give up to take a player. At the end of the day, you put out the guy who gives you the best chance to win, and CJ Stroud clearly hasn't been that. He was lucky enough to have an elite defense this year, and he wasn't even able to overcome himself. His head was down, and while he wasn't atrocious in the second half like he was the first half, he's not going to get credit from me for being capable. What he did in the second half, Davis Mills would have done all game.
Okay.
And
I think you're overhyping Davis Mills a little bit.
I'm not saying Davis Mills is that great of a quarterback. I'm saying Davis Mills is better at protecting the football. He is a capable backup.
Mark, what are your thoughts on CJ Stroud?
I mean, Josh has some valid points. I think some of those interceptions weren't CJ Stroud's fault. I'd say two of them were. Two of them weren't. One was a drop and it was a tip drill. The other one towards the sideline, it was a jump ball. Jump up, go get it. And
Wasn't it double teamed?
No, not the one on the sideline. That was single coverage. It was just a fly route, 20 yards field, 25 yards field. I wouldn't say bad though. I think it just went over the receiver's hands and into the defenders.
Oh, okay. So he was off.
So he was off by, I'd probably say, like half of a football.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's a 50-50 ball, and he lost that 50-50. Not trying to say CJ Stroud's been playing amazing, because we all, if you've been watching, he hasn't. He's been playing really bad. How many turnovers has he had in the last 2 games? 10?
I don't know, about 6 or
8?
7.
That's getting bleeped out too. We're gonna make it seem
I'm
like
being
he
so
said something
serious.
No, I think it
Yeah.
was 10.
I know. It was a crazy amount.
No, because all the fumbles too. For including fumbles, it was 10 for sure.
Yeah, fumbles included. He's been looking like Daniel Jones on the Giants. Just turnover after turnover after fumble after fumble. So it wasn't a really good game for Houston at all. The Patriots defense played really, really well.
It was 8 total turnovers in the playoffs, by the way, for Stroud.
Especially the Patriots defensive line. They held Woody Marks to 17 yards on 14 carries. He he got shut down, and that really slowed down Houston's offense, because they could not get that run game going, and then they couldn't do.
I can tell you what slowed down their offense.
They do bootlegs and play action, and they couldn't do that because New England completely shut out an aspect of their offense. Stevenson and Henderson were playing Henderson, right?
Yes.
That's yeah. Started to get it going in the fourth, when they were chewing clock. But Drake May had a solid game, 3 touchdowns. He had 1 pick, threw for 180 yards, but got the job done, got them to advance to the ASU championship. Unfortunately, he's not facing Bo Nix. He's facing Jarrett Stidham. That should be a good game. But yeah, Houston definitely needs to consider moving on from CJ Stroud. So it looks like CJ Stroud's one and only good year was his rookie season, and he is not progressing.
Yeah,
he is falling apart. Maybe they have weapons.
Yeah,
they have Nico Collins, which Nico was out.
Tank Dell should be healthy next year as well.
Tank Dell should also be back, which that was Stroud's favorite target.
True.
But Nico Collins is also really, really good.
Absolutely.
In my opinion, he's super underrated. Doesn't get talked about enough.
No, definitely doesn't.
Eyes. And so he has the pieces around him. He has a great defense. If Eli Manning had that kind of team, he'd be a 7-time Super Bowl champion.
He did have that kind of team twice, but
no, he had that defense twice.
Sure. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
He had the defense.
That's more what I meant.
Name me 3 offensive linemen. Come on now.
I can't name you 3 offensive linemen in the league right now. I suck with names. I'm kidding, by the way. I don't think you move on from CJ. I think you give him another year. If he sucks again and doesn't show improvement, then you consider moving on. But as of right now, I kind of agree with Josh. Keep Davis Mills, give him reps, but also CJ.
Pretty sure he got extended.
CJ, he has, and I think they're both gonna get their contracts and play again next year for the Texans. Look, CJ has showed he could be a superstar. He just hasn't been one since his rookie year. He's shown he can be at an elite level. I don't know what's happened on the Texans. Do you fire offensive coordinator? I certainly think so. I mean, you have to do something. It has to be.
Yeah, get a better quarterback.
You could say the same
the problem
thing about
is
Joe Burrow.
CJ. Okay, well, Joe Burrow has never stopped that. I think CJ.
Joe Burrow's only had 1 good year. Went to the Super Bowl.
What are we talking about? He made the fucking AFC Championship 2 years in a row, and he made the Pro Bowl last year.
Huh. I don't remember him winning a ring, though.
Yo, Josh. When's the last time Jets won it? Anyways.
More reason than Joe Burrow.
Anyways. Yeah, Joe Burrow wasn't even born, buddy. So, anyways.
Still more recent.
I just I just think you give him another year. Big win for the Patriots though, and I think I'll give more of my thoughts on that team when we talk about predictions. But I feel like we should move on to the Rams game now.
I would like to just talk about the Patriots because I didn't get to.
All right.
Drake May did struggle with turnovers. He did. He had a pick, and he fumbled the ball 4 times, 3 resulting in turnovers. I'm pretty sure CJ Stroud had 5 fumbles. I think, but not that many were lost. But that game, the defenses were hot.
Yep,
both of them. The defenses, it was the same tale on both sides. Just Drake May was able to produce more because
he made plays when he needed to.
He just didn't when there was a sign of pressure, he didn't think, let me throw the ball up. He'd either take the sack or he'd even be able to get away, get some yards running. And he did have a lot of help from Diggs and Udi.
Amazing catch by B-Day, by the way. Amazing.
Yo, same with
Udi's touchdown was
I think both were amazing.
Best touchdown of the weekend.
Well, okay.
No.
It wasn't.
No, that's a great transition.
Second patch.
The best touchdown.
Great. We're talking about best touchdown. Great transition.
Was
Caleb's
Williams
4th down.
At the end of the game.
4th and 4.
Rolling all the way back down to their
40 yards behind the line of scrimmage on his back foot. 3 defenders in his face. Chucks that. Cole Kmet. Perfect football, by the way.
Right?
Wow.
Right in the basket of bread. Touchdown.
Then overtime miscommunication with the receiver ends the season for the Bears. I came away from that game thinking, also, we haven't mentioned they were playing the Rams. But the Rams won. Stafford with another late drive to seal it. But Rams look human. And I said it against the Panthers. They don't look as good as they looked earlier in the year. But big win for the Bears. I think Bears have a bright future in the league. As long as they don't pull the Commanders. And that is sign 3 people thinking you're a player away just to end up 3-10 the next year. So it was a magical run, but you need to keep building that roster. But yeah, Mark, what do you think? I knew you were rooting for the Bears pretty heavy that game.
I was. I'm pretty sad that their Cinderella story came to an end. A lot of people said they got lucky all year, but if it happens more than once, it's not luck.
Absolutely, it's not luck.
And they've been facing adversity like each game in the fourth quarter, and they somehow, sprinkle a little magic dust on football. And Caleb Williams is cold, colder than it is in New York. Let me tell you. But
True.
He had a good game. He turned the ball over in overtime, unfortunately, which cost him.
Again, a miscommunication, though. I wouldn't really blame Caleb for that.
But
I think it goes on both players.
It's
absolutely.
It's definitely on both. Some could say he should have kept running. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown that ball because Durant had Caleb's number.
He didn't on that Kmet touchdown though.
On a handful of plays. He didn't get pushed.
That's a different conversation.
He didn't get pushed.
He got pushed a little, but not enough for a penalty. I don't think.
No, they were hand fighting, and all Cole Kmet did was back up a little bit, and voila.
After extending his arms.
But but it wasn't a shove.
You're allowed to extend.
If I have my hands on somebody and then my elbows go straight to make my arms straight, that's called pushing.
No, that's called extending.
But if Cole Kmet pushed Durant would have went flying. Cole Kmet is 6'5", 260 to Durant's 6'1", maybe.
He's so professionally strong.
210. Not Cole Kmet strong though. Josh, you're probably stronger than me.
He wasn't pushing with all his might, bro.
But if I push you, Josh, you're gonna go back a foot. You push me, I'm going back 5 to 6 feet.
I don't know about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Josh got no knees.
So shut up, Nick. So like if Cole Kmet pushed him, that man would have fell to the ground. The penalty would have been called. He didn't get pushed. It was a simple hand fight. He might have.
Gotcha.
That's in my eyes. That's what I think it was. Either way, it wasn't called, so it never happened. So I mean, it was a touchdown for the Bears. It was very sad to see them lose that game.
Yeah.
But Rams pulled it out at the end.
Boo.
Rams didn't look too great. Bears didn't look too great either. It was a very stale game for like the second and third quarter. You know, it was 10-10 for a while. What
Shout out Bears for their defense just getting better.
It is getting better, which I'm sure they'll make some roster changes in the offseason.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Because I think their offense is fairly good.
You need a better number one option, I think.
They have a couple of good receivers. They got good running backs. They have a great offensive line. You know, they have what looks to be an elite quarterback in Caleb.
Yeah.
So should be interesting to see what happens with them next year. But Rams advanced.
Yeah.
And now it's guaranteed that an NFC West team is making the Super Bowl.
It's been guaranteed that when Seahawks made the playoffs. But Josh, here's your Stafford Glaze section. Here you go. You get to talk about the Rams now.
In that game, it kind of felt like, you know, that game kind of made me think that these defenses play like 100 times harder in the playoffs.
True.
Like
Bears defense was not that good in the main season.
They just make plays, and I guess it is harder to quarterback because when you're in the playoffs, you're getting the best coaches ultimately.
True.
And the best rosters. The AFC is stacked. Like all of a sudden, the AFC is stacked with like loaded defenses. And usually we've been seeing those loaded defenses on the NFC side and the best quarterbacks on the AFC side.
Mm-hmm.
This year is different. We don't have Mahomes. We don't have Jackson. We don't have we had Josh Allen, but you know, a defense took him out because at the end of the day, a great defense beats a good offense.
A great defense always beats a good offense.
But ultimately, it came down to, once again, you know, there was a turnover at the in that miscommunication.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at the end of the day, Caleb did have 3 turnovers on the day.
Ben Johnson came out and said today that their number one priority this offseason is going to be getting chemistry between the quarterback and the wide receivers.
Absolutely.
Which is huge because Caleb Williams is one of the best improvisers in the game. And, you know, his receivers got to be ready. They got to be ready to be running around on a play for 7 seconds, 8 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And while Caleb Williams did make a big play at the end of the fourth, the better team came out on top.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, for the Bears, they just got to invest in that team. Invest in that defense, bring in a couple of players, and, you know, maybe, you know, DeAndre Swift played really well. That line looked good. Maybe get another piece on that O-line.
Sure. I mean,
you know, you could always, there's always somewhere to improve.
Can't go wrong with a wide receiver either, I don't think.
You know, I think their core is actually really good. DJ Moore played a lot better in that second half than he did in the first half of the season. So, you know, with him, hopefully there's a good chemistry build. And then, you know, Romo Dunes, if he could be healthy at this point next year. And then Luther Burden really showed out, you know, especially these past 4 to 5 weeks. The Bears are exciting.
Then they also have 2 good tight ends.
They do.
Yes.
Cole Kmet and Loveland, the first round pick, having a phenomenal
Loveland's a beast.
Yeah,
Dawson Knox and Cole Kmet are like 2 of the same.
You said it. You said something the other day that was so true. It was Cole Kmet is really the best Dawson Knox in the NFC, and I knew exactly what you meant. But moving on, we only got 2 games to predict this week. We had 4 last week. We only got 2. Only 2 more left. Actually, that's not true. There's 3 more. And I'm not counting the Pro Bowl because I'm not watching that. Let's be honest.
We're watching the Black Football game. Come on now.
I'm not watching it. You guys.
I'm watching the skills challenge. That's always mad fun.
That's always on in bumfuck during the week. Like I don't know what it is. I'm probably busy.
But yeah, so we'll start since we're talking about the Rams. We'll predict the Rams-Hawks game first.
You know, I like where your head's at, Mark.
I'll
Hawks
start
by billion.
Yeah. So delusional. I'm gonna take the Rams because the Seahawks always somehow choke. I thought they were gonna choke last week. They didn't. It's gonna happen at some point.
We say that like Seahawks have a history of choking.
Yeah, at the 1 yard line with the best running back in the league.
That's really it though.
Yeah.
We don't have Russell Wilson no more.
Yeah, you have Sam Darnold.
Oh, you're right. Fuck.
Sammy boy.
And usually in the playoffs, the better quarterback wins. And who you taking, Sam Darnold or Matthew Stafford?
True.
I'm taking on Stafford.
Sorry, Mark.
I'm going to take Stafford as well. The Seahawks, they are on a roll, and they pretty much seem impossible to stop. That game will come down to how Sam Darnold plays. If Sam Darnold plays up to the level of Matt Stafford, or on that tier, the Seahawks will win that game. The defense of the Rams will be focused on stopping the run because at the end of the day, you want to force Sam Darnold to throw the ball, just like teams wanted to with Daniel Jones, because Sam Darnold, throughout his whole career, going back to college, has had turnover problems. But the thing I will say about Sam Darnold is he always gets back out there.
Sure.
Like it never happened.
This is a game between 2 of your favorite QBs.
They are
right.
They are 1-1 against each other this season. One of those endings was extremely controversial. The other one was kind of just really bad for the Seahawks.
I mean, look, Sam Darnold threw 4 picks and he lost by a field goal. So
I just want to throw out there really quick because I forgot to do it. My prediction score-wise, 31-30 Rams.
All right. We put up a fight. I like that.
The Rams need to stick to running the ball. They have a good duo of backs. Kyron Williams, almost a guaranteed 50-plus yards. They need to be able to, on defense, they need to be able to make stops on 3 levels. And they, Puka's going to get his.
Absolutely.
While for the Seahawks, the key is going to be
stop Puka.
Running the ball, getting to the quarterback, forcing erratic throws, especially because Matt Stafford isn't as mobile as most other quarterbacks in the league. He can move, don't get it wrong, but he went down a lot last week. So yeah, I got the Rams winning. I think this game does go either way. I'm rooting for the winner of this game to win in February, but I have the Rams winning 24-21.
All right, I'll take it. Yeah, I know I said Hawks by a billion, but I am picking the Hawks, and not just because of my bias. I actually came up with reasoning for this one. So in the past 10 years, I think longer than 10 years, the only number 1 offense to make the Super Bowl and win it was the Chiefs back in 2022. Never in the past, I think since 2011, a top offense has not won a Super Bowl because what have we been saying both episodes of the podcast so far? Great defenses beat great offenses, and the Rams this year were the number 1 scoring offense this year. So that makes me think, does that trend of, top offenses not being able to convert that into rings continue? I think so, because not only do I think we have the best defense in the league, I know Texans probably do, but I think Seattle's right behind them. I don't think it's as far as off as everyone thinks.
I got the Broncos.
Broncos too, but I mean, look, I think I think the Seahawks are a great team defensively. They're top 3 no matter how you look at it. And Rams offensively played pretty badly last week against the Bears defense. And granted, they scored 30 points, but well, no, they didn't score 30 points against the Bears. They scored 30 against the Panthers, which I was going to bring up next. They allowed the Panthers to hang in there. And, those offensive struggles cannot happen against that Seattle defense. They cannot. And again, Rams special teams this year as well has not been good. And like I talked about earlier, Rashid Shaheed touchdown on the first play of the game last week. I think the Seattle Seahawks outmatch the Rams in every side of the ball. I really do. And I think, again, it will come down to Sam Darnold not turning the ball over, which I don't think he will.
You're telling me the Seahawks offense is better than the Rams offense?
I think the Seahawks offense is better than the Rams defense.
You said on every side of the ball.
Yeah, because the offense isn't versing the offense. The offense is versing the defense.
Right.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
I think right now the Seahawks offense is better than the defense. I think right now the defense is better than the offense. And I think special teams wise, it's not even a conversation. So I think in all sides of the ball aspect on who's facing each other on the field, I think Seahawks have them beat. I could see this one being a blowout realistically.
Seahawks are picked to win by 2.5.
Yeah, I'll give it a 28-7 score or 28-10 score.
Okay.
Next game, who would have thought? Another Patriots Broncos rematch, baby. The Peyton Manning of our era, Jarrett Stidham, is gonna play in the playoffs against Drake May, MVP candidate. And before we get to the predictions, I would like to say I did hear this week about Jarrett Stidham and how he's a very desirable backup in the NFL. How he's being paid a lot of money for a backup. And Sean Payton wanted him exclusively. Other teams wanted him as their backup, and he decided to stay in Denver because they paid him a lot of money. Josh McDaniels, OC for the Patriots, loved him, drafted him. Again, this is not a guy like Nathan Peterman coming in. This is a genuinely decent backup from everything I've heard. So, with that being said, I'll leave it to Mark since he chose first last time. Who do you got? Patriots, Broncos.
Well, after watching last week's games, I'm going with who I think is the better quarterback. And I'm going with Drake May and the Patriots.
Okay.
Stidham is a desirable backup. I'm sure he's gonna play well and possibly put him in a position to win the game.
He'll be better than CJ Stroud.
But
that's not hard to do.
Yeah. Josh, you could be better than CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud was better than Aaron Rodgers.
All right.
All right, you lost me. I think the Patriots come out on top and make it to the Super Bowl. I think their defense is going to put a lot of pressure on Stidham all game. They're going to have various blitzes to get to him, just how they did to the Chargers in the wild card. A lot of different ways to get to the quarterback and make him flustered inside that pocket very quickly. And they'll probably force some turnovers, maybe 1 or 2 interceptions, maybe a fumble. And I think they will put an end to the Broncos' run. Now, if Bo Nix was playing, I like the Broncos.
True,
but
he's not.
With but since he's not, he got hurt at the end of the game. Give me the Patriots, and I'm gonna guess 38 21.
Josh,
You're being nice. Hey, bro. Don't yell at me.
go!
Yeah, stop yelling.
What's your
I
picks?
don't expect much out of the Broncos in this game. I'm not gonna lie. Sean Payton said Jarrett Stiddy could be a starter on some teams.
He started for the Jets.
There's all this Stiddy hype. Yeah, he would be starting for the Jets. But that doesn't make me happy. He did start for the Jets. He didn't start. He came in backup for the Patriots and threw at least one touchdown to the Jets.
Not hard to do.
In a game in 2019. I remember that. His rookie year.
Not hard to do, by the way.
It was beautiful. We were getting blown out. I think Luke Falk was our quarterback.
That's awesome.
Adam Gase was the coach.
Yeah, that's
Le'Veon
awesome.
Bell was practically playing quarterback. But
now it's Brees Hall.
ultimately, while the Broncos have one of the second best defense in the league, the Patriots just stack up so much better, and the Pats have a history of making a quarterback's life not fun, especially for quarterbacks that either don't play often or are younger. But the key for the Broncos winning this game will be the Broncos defense holding the Patriots to almost nothing. But also Stidham has to be as good as Peyton says he is. It has to be made easy for Jarrett Stidham. And it's not ideal to come in a playoff game. But, Sean Payton said what he had to say. Right? Who knows if he actually believes Stidham is this good?
I mean, he's the one who wanted him there and paid him all this money. So, I mean, he has to think something of him.
I do just want to mention, because I completely forgot about this, the Patriots do have a history of playing bad against backups.
That is true. Shout out Nick Foles.
Shout out Nick Foles for tweeting that.
He did tweet that. That was a great tweet.
Just one backup.
Just one. Well, it might be two.
Only one was enough. Only one was enough.
But I don't see a world where the Broncos win this game. I'm taking the Patriots.
Holy shit.
27-3.
You are taking the Patriots?
Whoa, weird. I didn't even think of that. Jets
Wait
fan
a
here.
minute.
Sacrilegious.
Wait a minute. No fucking
Sacrilegious?
way, gosh.
I want to be different.
No way. Can you repeat that one time?
Yeah, word. I do want to hear that one more time.
We're not recording.
No,
we're not recording. What podcast?
Josh, I just want to hear you say it one more time. You're taking who?
Well, if you asked me last week, you'd tell me I would tell you I was taking Indiana to smoke Miami.
All right.
In that
Anyways,
game.
we'll talk about that after. I want to be different this week, so I'm gonna go Broncos. I think Sean Payton's a really good coach, and I think he'll find some stuff. I think he'll figure some stuff out and allow the Broncos to get ahead. I don't think Stidham's going to play good. I don't think he needs to play good. I think the Patriots have struggled enough in the postseason for me to question them. And you know what? If I'm going to be wrong about any game, I'd rather be wrong about this one. I'm choosing the Broncos. I think that defense gets it done. I think their pieces on offense get it done. I don't think it's going to be a Stidham show, but I do think Stidham's going to do enough to win the game. That's my crazy pick. I think Stidham's going to start in the Super Bowl before Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Oh, that sucks. But yeah, that's what I think. But, as Josh mentioned, Oregon hangs on. Not Oregon. I'm so sorry, Mark.
Indiana.
That's what you wish. Oof. Sorry, Mark. I got to give you some slack here. Indiana was amazing this entire year, and they wrap up this amazing year with a natty, going undefeated. Fernando Mendoza becomes one of the few quarterbacks to win the Heisman and the natty in the same season. And Indiana wins their first. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys watched the game or not, but I mean, that Indiana defense does not get enough credit, I don't think. That defense was very good.
I think
Mendoza
they
got
do.
off to a slow start. I mean, the Hurricanes defense, very good. Multiple pros. I think their 2 edge rushers are first round picks. But, I mean, the defense, special teams made a play, and that 4th down run by Mendoza where he jumped in the air to get that touchdown. I mean, that's a Heisman moment. That's a special quarterback right there. And I can't watch him and sit here and say that's not a franchise quarterback.
Dude, shout out the Hoosiers. Historically, pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Historically, pretty bad football program.
Yep.
But Kurt Signetti, he's got himself a job for a long time.
The epitome of a college football
Cinderella
head coach.
run is over for Miami. And the Raiders are going to get their new star quarterback, Fernando Mendoza.
And
he's going to be a top 10 quarterback next year in the NFL, and it's going to kill me. But that game was not a blowout.
No,
I expected it to be a blowout, but that game was a certified thriller.
I mean, look, Carson Beck played solid through the game.
At the end of the day, when you threw, Carson Beck did throw a pick in the biggest moment of the game.
Pretty bad one, too.
Shout out Miami for putting up a fight. They deserve their flowers. The team that a lot of people debated shouldn't have even made the playoffs to begin with.
Shout out Notre Dame.
They made it worth. They showed why they deserve to be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, Indiana, actually, Fernando Mendoza's little brother transferred.
He's Georgia Tech now.
He went to Georgia Tech. Yeah.
So shout out. Alberto Mendoza.
Yeah, it was a great game. That running back from Miami balled out.
Malachi Tony. I forgot about him. He was a beast.
That is very true.
Yeah. 17 carries, 112 yards, 2 touchdowns. He almost brought that team all the way back, but like you guys mentioned,
big runs when they needed it.
At the end, sealed their fate, and Indiana won.
Mm-hmm.
Mendoza didn't. I mean, he played good. 16, 27, 186 yards. No passing touchdowns though.
True, but I mean, he did what he needed to do in that game. When he needed to make a play, he made a play. I mean,
but I think the coolest story about this game was Mendoza was a 2-star walk-on recruit, and Miami rejected him. The University of Miami said, "No, we don't want you, Mr. Mendoza." And then he went over to Indiana and
said, "Screw you, anyways,"
and beat Miami anyway. So it was like a full circle moment.
Las Vegas Raider.
Cool.
No, yeah, absolutely.
He will most likely become a Raider, and his career will be nothing. But
disappointment.
Yeah, congrats to Mendoza for signing his fate as a Las Vegas Raider.
Hopefully he's a future NFL MVP, which brings us to our next topic. Award season's coming up. And I think these ones at the end of the year will rattle off. I think we'd all agree on MVP. I think Stafford probably is the MVP this year.
I agree. Stafford.
Yeah, not probable. He will.
I don't even think there's much. There's not much of a debate in my eyes.
I mean, 45 touchdowns.
Best offense in the league. Better than anybody else.
Not significant. Look, Drake May played great.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Yeah, Stafford deserves it. Unlike Aaron Rodgers when Drew Brees should have got it. But
all right, that's a conversation we'll have in the offseason. But I gotta agree. I mean, stats don't lie. And the stats do favor Drake May in a lot of categories, but in those stats, Stafford's not far off. But in touchdowns, he has like 10 more, I think. And I mean,
and a lot more yards.
True. And look at strength of schedule.
And he only
as well.
had 2 true weapons.
That's
two
not
true
true.
receivers.
In all fairness, I think the weapons Stafford has are a lot better than Mays. You say only two receivers, like they're not two of the best in the league, but they have one of the best receiving rooms in the league. But again, Stafford does deserve his flowers
duos
for the year he has. I think both of those receivers, you could make a top 10 argument. Certainly Puka is a top 5 receiver. And I mean, Devontae has been a red zone machine this year. I don't think you could argue the Patriots have any receiver on their team better than those two.
Offensive player of the year, though,
That one's up in the air.
I want to. Yeah, there's 2 guys. They are about to play each other this week.
It's Puka or JSN.
I'm rocking JSN because he pretty much carried the offense for the Seahawks.
Absolutely.
Whereas the Rams could have lived without Puka. And I see both arguments. I think Puka really carried his weight towards the end. Whereas Jackson Smith-Njigba carried a lot of his weight, especially early. Slowed down a little bit, but he was still extremely good.
Mark, what do you think?
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. It's definitely going to be JSN.
Woo!
I think he had the better year. I wish he got in the end zone more, but still, like Josh said, played really good in the first half of the season.
Sure.
He got the ball to the 5-yard line for Zach Charbonnet every possession.
Exactly.
Shout out him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what you can do.
And then with Puka, all his touchdowns went to Tay Adams.
Sure, as well.
And Kyron.
Everyone's got to eat.
I don't know about everyone, but JSN.
Yeah,
and then
give me JSN as well.
And then Depoy, I don't think there's a debate.
Yeah, we on count of 3, all of us say who we think it is. True. Nah, count of 3, everyone say who we think it is. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
We're counting 2, 3.
Shut up. 3, 2, 1. TJ Watt.
Garrett.
No, it's Myles Garrett by a mile.
It's Myles Garrett.
It's only Myles.
The sack record.
The Steelers were willing to lose a game so Myles Garrett didn't get a sack.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's just
you could argue Myles Garrett had to deal with a Brett Favre moment from Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow's getting sacked anyways. He hit down so that way he wouldn't fucking get hurt in a meaningless game.
We're gonna create more excuses for Joe Burrow.
I will say though, and I found this interesting. I just recently found this out. Technically, Jared Allen should have had the sack record, but they discredited one of his sacks one year. So the quarterback tripped down, got back up, or not got back up, but as he was on the ground, Jared Allen got on top of him, marked him down,
sack.
And they wrote it off as a team sack and not a Jared Allen sack. Didn't even get half the sack.
Sounds like a sack to me.
Well, okay, if
you watch the video, it looked like a sack. But
wouldn't he only have 22 though?
No, he would have had 23.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah, I saw it on Jared Allen was talking about it, and I was like, wow, I never knew that. And then I looked more into it, and definitely should have got it. But he
at the end of the day, he's got a gold jacket, so I don't think he's too upset.
Myles Garrett will get one of those soon.
Oh, absolutely. Hopefully not too soon. I want to see him play a little bit more. But
hopefully he doesn't Joe Thomas himself.
Oh, it's too late. He's already done it. But
nah, he could still leave. He could still leave.
Who do you guys think the offensive rookie of the year is?
I think this is only one answer too, right?
I want Armand Membu. Put respect on offensive linemen.
I agree with you.
Armand Membu was by far the best rookie.
But I have a problem doing that with a team as bad as the Jets. And I'm not even saying that to fuck with you.
There was a bright spot. spot, and it was Armand Membu.
I agree.
I feel like linemen should get their own award.
I absolutely agree. I think there should be an offensive lineman award.
Yeah,
Because
like defensive linemen, they get their recognition.
Isn't there a Protector of the Year award?
Is there?
I never heard of that.
I never heard of that.
I mean, it's not one of the main awards, but
It should be a main award, absolutely, though.
But Josh, if it's not Mbu, because it's not going to be him, who do you think it's going to be?
It's got to be.
It's got to be Tet.
Yeah, it's got to be McMillan.
It's got to be Tet.
Yeah,
he was the best by far.
Bryce Young had his best season, and it wasn't even all that good. And Tet McMillan was the number one receiver.
Yeah.
For that guy, and he just looked awesome.
Absolutely great.
Running routes, he was quick. Kind of reminds me of Justin Jefferson.
You know, that's a fair comparison. He reminds me more of Fuka.
Not a skill comparison, more of a style comparison.
Yeah. Mark, you were.
Oh, I was just saying. I hope I draft him in fantasy next year.
Oh, true.
Because I think he's only going to get better each year.
Oh, without a doubt.
And next award,
D-Roy. This one we might disagree on. There's a couple contenders. I think two really stand out.
You're
Emanuari.
biased here.
I'm biased, so I'm just going to say I think Nick Emanuari should get it. He's one of the best safeties in the NFL. He's one of the best tackling safeties in the NFL. Great in coverage, great everywhere on defense. Can play anywhere on defense.
And I think me and Josh
Kyle Hamilton-esque player.
I think me and Josh are going to go the same route for defense rookie of the year.
Schlesinger.
He was very good. He was one of the leading tacklers, and he was another really bright spot on that Browns defense, which was really good, by the way. We'll put respect on the Browns defense.
Absolutely, it's always good though.
I wish I could throw Abdul Carter's name in, but
he had a great year.
He had a great year, but a lot of his
solid. It was very good
on the stat sheet as well as the others. You know, he does.
Yeah.
He created a lot of pressure, and things like that.
A lot of his plays would get cleaned up by Brian Burns and Dexter Lawrence. I will say.
It wouldn't be cleaned up. It would be.
No, it would be cleaned up.
It'd be work on both sides.
No, it would be work for sure, but
Brian
it
Burns
would be.
Dexter Lawrence is pulling the double team. Abdul's 1-on-1.
I'm pretty sure Dexter Lawrence just had his worst season since his rookie year.
Yeah, because he got double.
Because he's getting double teamed every play.
But that defensive line is a very very strong bright spot.
When that team's
the Giants
healthy,
just need some linebackers, some corners,
a lot of corners.
Yeah, get all of them.
Safeties, which I hear there's a safety in the draft.
So, Josh, are you picking Schlesinger?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. I knew me and Josh were on the same mindset.
Oh, are you also picking Schlesinger? Or are you picking Emanuari?
No, Schlesinger.
Okay.
Should definitely get it. And that leads us to Coach of the Year.
It's Vrabes. Right?
I'm taking
I want Ben Johnson. I want Mike McDonald.
Take Liam Cohn.
No, I mean,
but I'm taking Vrabel.
I'm taking Vrabel as well. Yeah,
he made the AFC Championship.
Oh no, but it's a regular season award, buddy.
He made the 2 seed.
Oh yeah. Award. You could talk about the Mickey Mouse schedule.
You can't. Okay,
but at the end of the day, Mike Vrabel took a team. Yeah,
you play who's in front of you.
Aware.
And they won 14
I'm
games.
aware. And at the end of the day, they won the games they were supposed to win.
Exactly.
He was a big part of that turnaround with Drake May, and that defense looked as good as it has since the Belichick era.
It's either him or Ben Johnson.
I don't even think there's an argument.
I don't either.
But Vrabel brought in a lot of guys, former first rounders. You see a lot of on the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
They got Chasen. Christian Gonzalez was a beast. A.D. Mitchell cooked him. I remember that, and then he dropped the ball.
That was great.
Yeah, the Patriots, unfortunately, they took a big step up this year.
Unfortunately.
And, they're going to fall off next year. Vrabel's known for his ability to lose in the playoffs.
The league,
like he did in Tennessee,
is more entertaining when there's a bad guy and the Patriots have always been the bad
The
guy.
Chiefs have
Patriots
been the
are
bad
best
guy.
yeah.
Well, no, Chiefs have been the bad guy because of other reasons. But
That's not true. It's
when
been for winning.
the Patriots are like the ultimate villain.
We
And,
hated the Patriots just as much as we hated the Chiefs back there. You're just reviewing.
I don't hate the
reviewing
Chiefs.
nostalgia.
I don't hate the Chiefs.
Okay,
I don't like the Chiefs. They're overrated.
That's because you're a Chargers fan.
No, the Chiefs are overrated.
Okay.
They aren't overrated, bro.
They aren't.
They won 3.
They won 3.
Yeah,
You're not
Patriots
overrated and win 3.
Patriots won 6.
Sorry about that notification, by the way, listeners. I know you checked your device for that.
What is next on the agenda, guys?
Comeback player of the year.
Well, hold on. Hey, I didn't give my coach of the year.
Yeah, you did. You said Vrabel.
Oh, yeah, I did say Vrabel, didn't I?
And we got to talk about comeback player of the year. And this guy's not getting his respect for this award.
Phillip Rivers.
It's either
that'd be great.
The 2 guys that are going to win it are either Dak Prescott or Aiden Hutchinson.
It's got to be Dak.
But the guy I have to give it to personally, who deserves this award, Chris Olave.
You know what? Shout out.
He was phenomenal this year. He's had concussion after concussion. He's been the 2 of wide receivers. And,
no, he hasn't. He can actually play.
Very questionable quarterback play.
Yeah.
Coming into the year, he played his butt off, and he, in my opinion, deserves this award. And he's not even in the top 3 for talks.
I think Dak should get it.
So you guys are telling me you don't think it's Phillip?
No,
because bro played like 2 weeks of football. And
he played 2 weeks, lost both games.
Get him to the playoffs.
Well, that's who I think deserves it. Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
Did you think Alex Smith deserved it that one year?
No, I didn't like Alex Smith.
Yes, because he almost died.
Alex Smith deserved it. Alex Smith deserved it more than Phillip Rivers does now.
I agree because Alex Smith almost died.
You guys are rage baiting. Stop it.
The fact that he didn't lose his leg.
He played like through 2 to 3 weeks.
Who did?
Phillip Rivers.
Hey, that's
in all fairness, Alex Smith played like 3 plays.
The award is comeback player of the year. He did come back.
Okay.
So did Olave.
I think it should be Dak.
No,
because
it's probably Dak.
What did Dak? Was it like an ACL? I forgot what the injury was.
It was a dislocation, right?
I don't remember, but all I know is he was out for a long time last year, and he comes back this year, and I mean has one of the years of his career. I mean that offense was the second best in the league. If they had a somewhat competent defense, hamstring, okay. I mean, look, if the Cowboys had a somewhat decent off defense, they're a playoff contender easily. They're easily winning that division. Dak played phenomenal.
May have even won MVP.
Oh, absolutely. I think if that team was good, he's certainly in the convo. I don't think he beats Stafford this year, but again, he's certainly in the convo. And, I do think it's Dak. He had one of the best seasons of his career. It's trivia. It's the weekly trivia. You guys ready?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
No cheating.
No cheating.
Mark won last time.
I got screwed
correct,
last time.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah, I'm just
Crazy guess, by the way. Awesome. All right. 2003 NFL season. There were 2 co-MVPs that year. I was going to give you a hard one, but I'm going to give you an easy one this year. Or this is going to be your easy one. Who are your 2 MVPs?
Peyton Manning?
Tom Brady.
Not Tom Brady. It was Peyton
not
Manning.
Tom Brady.
You have to name both of them for me to tell you if they're correct.
Rich Gannon?
No, Josh, you were incorrect. I'm not going to tell you which one.
Was it Manning and Breeze?
No, Breeze was in the
Breeze
league.
was not in the league yet.
Was it a quarterback?
Yes, it was also a quarterback.
So both are quarterbacks?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll give you a hint. Same division.
Vince Young?
No. Close.
Steve Young. And Peyton Manning?
No, not Steve Young.
Oh.
You were on the right track with Steve
McNair.
Yep.
And Peyton Manning.
Fuck, you said Steve Young and it fucked me. I'll give you that because you said Peyton Manning, but I fucked that up.
Yeah, I would have never guessed.
Oh, we're gonna
All right.
soften my victory.
Yeah, I'll give it to you because you picked Peyton Manning first. I know I kind of spoiled that.
I knew it was Peyton Manning.
Yeah. So, Josh, I'll give that to you. You're cool with that, Mark?
Yeah, I'm good with that, even though I know he looked it up.
All right.
I did not.
Okay, this one's going to be hard
World
because
Series
I think we had a
champions.
conversation about this the other day.
I'm going to close that out really quick.
Name 3 teams in the NBA Northwest Division.
The Warriors?
No.
The Timberwolves?
Josh has 1.
The Nuggets?
Josh has 2. Mark, you got to start naming them.
The Jazz?
Josh has 3. Mark, you didn't even get an answer off.
Yeah, I was thinking, bro.
Okay. Well, Mark, this is your last chance.
The Seattle Supersonics.
This one's going to be good, guys. This one's going to be good. All right. Which team won the 2025 WNBA championship?
Chicago Sky.
No.
Fuck if I know.
The New York Liberty?
No.
Oh my God. Who does Asia Wilson play for?
That's shout out MVP Asia Wilson.
Oh shit.
Minnesota Lynx.
No. They did have the best record though.
I knew they were good.
I'm not gonna lie.
I heard typing.
Dude,
I
I don't even know team names. I'm looking up team names. That's
Okay. As long as there's no standings, I trust you to be honest.
No. It wasn't the Fever. Right?
No.
Oh, Mercury?
It was the Aces, the Vegas
No.
Aces.
Yes.
Dude, I had to look up team names. That's how
That's-
much.
I looked up
Yeah, I
Asia
know.
Wilson's team.
This
I'm
week
not
was
gonna
hard.
lie.
Like I didn't look up fucking like standards or nothing. I just needed team names because I didn't want to. Like I knew Sky. That was it. That was the only team I knew.
I looked up Asia Wilson's team, but I knew it was Asia Wilson.
Hey,
Asia
I don't
Wilson
know.
is a
No,
beast.
you looked
I
up. You
never-
can't Google.
He looked up teams. You
All
told me I
right,
couldn't look up the
we're
answer.
redoing another one. We're adding another
All
one.
right, give a
I did-
baseball one. I'll win that too.
Josh, did you even know there was the Toronto Tempo?
No, that's a new,
That
that's
one
a
I've
new
never
team.
heard of. That's a fire
that
name,
team
though.
is new. That's a new team.
Oh, really?
Seattle. Storm,
Yep.
Portland Fire. Golden State
All right.
Valkyries.
All right,
Atlanta
all right.
Dream. All right.
So,
close that.
2025.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Who led in WAR position players? Wins above replacement for position players.
Cal
Who
Raleigh.
led? Nope. Now we're gonna let Mark get a guess instead of you just spamming.
Wow.
Wins above replacement.
It's basically how much value you add to a team. That's a stat.
I got no idea. Josh, go again.
Is this Shohei Ohtani?
Nope.
Thank God.
He was 6. When baseball starts, we're gonna get heated about that.
Mookie Betts.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
No, he's not even top 10.
Was it Judge?
Yes. It's Joe Judge. Or
My
Aaron
next
Judge,
guess would have
sorry.
been my
Aaron
next
Judge.
guess would have been Freeman.
He was not even on there.
Bro, I was just trying to guess Dodgers.
We're at this fucking point. Otani was the only Dodger in the top 10 at 6. Yes. Aaron Judge
Or
had
Steve.
9.7. He had a great year last year.
Or schemes, you know.
True. But
See,
yeah,
Pitchers won't get that award.
pitchers
well,
do
that's
not
the
get
word.
that award.
Pitchers will not have the highest stat. They get that. That stat does bring value to pitchers, but he also said position players, not pitchers.
Yeah, I did say award per position players. Yeah, but Josh sweeps the trivia this week. So shout out Josh. It's now 1-1.
Yeah, I had to give him a week.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Give him a
All
week.
right. Do we want to
Next
do the
I'll type-
weekly Jets rant?
Uh,
Or we could do
hang on.
Brooklyn net.
Do
What,
you know
what
what
team
the-
is sucking
do you know-
this week?
All right. Hold on. Let me speak for a minute.
All right.
You know, I'm gonna
The
paint a
weekly
picture for
Josh
you guys.
rant.
I'm gonna paint a picture for you guys. You know, the Jets playing the Patriots in a game in the playoffs 15 years ago. Let me paint a picture. You know, the Jets have a really good running back. And, you know, one of the best running backs. You know, he's a beast.
One of the best.
And so, you know, they're driving down the field in the fourth quarter. Time is going down. And they got this beast running back. And so, you know, in short yardage situations, you always go to this guy. And
all right.
so,
anyways, I know where this is going. Great episode. Great episode. Picked it up.
I just want to say one last thing,
I
Nick.
was talking
about
about
the
the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I just want to say one thing about the Jets is division titles, okay? They're tied for 6th in their division for division title. With most titles won in their
Are they
division.
tied for 5th or tied for 6th?
Well, I technically 5th, yeah, because it
Yeah, get it right.
it's New England,
in a 14
Buffalo, Miami, the Colts, and then the Jets and Oilers are tied with 4. Oh, Jesus! And
You gotta bring that up.
And when it was the Colts, it was the Baltimore Colts. It wasn't even.
Nick, if you're ever feeling down, Nick, just remember the Jets beat the Patriots in the playoffs more recently than your favorite team.
It's all right. That'll change this year, baby.
No,
this was the season's over podcast, whatever it is. Sorry to the Jets fans out there. We love to rag on Jets. Don't worry.
Not sorry.
Next week we'll let him do a Nets rant because the Nets also suck.
Or the Mets.
Shut up, Ben Simmons. Yeah, this has been the podcast. Great week this week. This will be up when it's up. If it's outdated, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're signing off. Anything you guys want to end off?
Good night, everybody.
And with that said, the season is over.
That's so
corny.
Silly. I'm keeping it in though. Say that again.
The New York Mets have just acquired right-hander Freddie Peralta in a trade with the Brewers.
A little bonus, by the way, for you guys.
The Mets are sending top prospects, Jet Williams and Brandon Sproat, the pitcher, are going to be headed to Milwaukee. And one more pitcher, one more big, that's just one more pitcher for the Mets, which was their biggest need last year. So this is huge.
This is big for the Mets?
Yes, absolutely.
Who's the pitcher?
They're finally making moves after losing Pete Alonso, trading away Brandon Nimmo, and getting Simeon in return. Bo Bichette was a huge pickup. And then picking up Luis Robert, which they needed a little bit of help on the outfield and getting rid of some of that infield depth that they have so much of. It's a big move for New York, and it's going to be...
Happened just now. We had to restart the recording.
It's going to be a very positive thing.
Especially
with the frustration growing in the fan base with them not making many moves and making questionable moves, like not paying Pete Alonso.
Well, we'll see how that turns out. Yeah, a little bonus for you guys. I'll probably... I don't know if I'll add this before or after. We already signed. I don't know. Good night. Fuck you.